the area. That's a good start. Here we are. So the last thing that I've done, oh yes, I need to go and get the bitter cup, which is Alberdania, is that it? Yeah, we need to go all the way north. So before we do any of that, let's check with Curio, and this is the temple, right? Let's check with Curio. What is this tower over there? And in the Miners Guild. Interesting. Remind me if we go to Ebonheart to go and check this out. So that's definitely a rebirth thing. I really miss the Passage of Prayers. It's a mod by. Can't remember the name right now. But it adds actually it adds a lot, okay? It actually becomes a Passage of Prayers. And we are going here. We're looking for not a house. No, we're looking for the Miners Guild, I'm quite sure. How is the sound of everything, by the way? I see my mic is going in the red when I speak. I'll reduce it a bit. Okay, I just don't want to go in the red. That should be fine, you tell me, guys. Oh, we've got some very peaceful music right there. Is that Skyrim? Might be. Ah. Every once in a while, the Morrowind setting, like the actual, sounds good to you, thank you, Easy, welcome back, I didn't see you there. I like to change, you know, to more, let's say more modern settings, I guess. And every once in a while, these reset. They do reset. I know that I could make my Morrowind innie. Tanners and Miners. I could make my Morrowind innie a read-only file. Don't look at me with your weird helmet. I'm making yet a new Morrowind install, and I really hope that I don't mess up the Ordinator's helmet. Well, there's the echo. Are you trying out the new OBS Neural? The thing is, I'm running not OBS, but Slobs, which is the Streamlabs OBS. Meaning I have two options. Either I wait until they update it, I'm sure it will, you know, it will be there at some point. Or I go back to OBS. And one of the reasons why I used Slobs, it's not because of the built-in overlay, because I have my own and I'm happy with it. It's because it has the chat in there, so it's the same app, but obviously I could have two windows side by side. You're weird, don't look at me. Or, and I also like the fact that I had access to their CloudBot features, and that is here still. So I can add commands to my chat like on the go, and I like that. I'll have to think about it, but for now I only have I do have the noise reduction, but the old one, and a bit of a compressor, and then some gain. Oh, that was her. That was her. Lucky2, Landscape, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay. It was position against slavery. Well, I guess it was quite an adventure, but she did it. You have full support of the Miners and Tanners Guild in any action against slavery. That's right. That was her. Caldera, Nizis, Dissapala, Abelun, Elithpal. I lost track of how many mines I visited. All the miners are ready to support you. I acquired a pretty good swing with an axe along the way. It's just like using a pick. I am so glad. You think gain is not needed? It's true that I've moved the mic closer as well. Let me turn that off and you tell me if it's better. Actually, the gain is off, to be honest. I've already removed the gain. It's gone already. Only have the compressor and the noise suppression. So it's already off. But it's true that I've moved the mic a little bit closer. I don't like to have it in my face and I don't like to have it hanging like there. So it's here a little down in front of me and you can't see it, but I think it should be somewhat closer to me to have better quality. All right. I know it's a miners guild, but honestly, technically, nobody is digging in there. However, because the cell has the word mine in it, Muse is playing the MP3 that I created for the mines, which we can hear, which is not really good in this particular case. All right, so we can go back to the twin lamp to report our success. I am going to run quickly to Crassus Curio, see if having my stronghold stage, can't remember if we're stage 1 or 2. Stage 1 is done. We might still be waiting for stage 2, I'm not sure. Yeah. That's because I need to change it and tell it to play the exterior cells straight away. I believe if I go to the Mages Guild or a bookshop, then it will play differently. This should be Hlalo. Do you think I should have a special sound for waste work? We want to go up. I should have a special sound for Curious Manor. With, I don't know, maybe bards and like sound of a party. I'm thinking like Versailles sort of party. Maybe not. That would be quite disturbing. Those miners, they're like pursuing me, following me. Every time I go the wrong way, don't I?
Yes, sir.
Curio. No. I think Curio would need a special one. But right now, you know, he doesn't have company. So you can't really see any of the debauchery going on. Hey, Crassus. Yes, can you do business with me now? I have a stronghold. House Federan built a stronghold. Yes, we are progressing with House Hlalo as well. Like, remember, we want to get to the point where Hlalo asked me to take on Dren. At the same time, the Thieves Guild asked me to take on the Fighters Guild, and then Dren. So I thought you'd say a sound of someone flirting with you. Well, I sort of I expect when he has guests, you know, they're not just discussing politics. I imagine lots of booze and lots of debauchery. Okay, House Redoran built a stronghold without a charter from the Duke. You're the perfect Argonian to teach Veteran Lord Bendon Indaris a lesson. Right. House Redoran also has an uncharted stronghold. The Redoran stronghold of Indaris Manor is on the east side of the road from Aldrin to Margan in a place called the Bal Isra. Go there and kill the master of the stronghold, Bendon Indaris. I know you will not disappoint me, Pudding. I'm not sure that I want to kill for you, but okay. I think your phone rang.
My phone?
Yeah, so you might want to check. Okay, so we need to go to Bal Isra. Well, that's progress. Of course, it's progress making me a common assassin, which is not ideal, but there you have it. Let me go into an inn, so we get a different sound. How about that? Because it's a bit... Now that I pointed out the miner's sound, it's like... Okay. Now we just have people talking, which is better. Which is a bit odd, but I've killed everyone here, so people talking is not exactly the correct sound for the place either. But never mind. Yeah, they do work very, very hard. Okay. So we have a mission to go to Balisra. Let me see. Balmora, Caldera, Aldrin, Balisra. I already have it on my map. So we need to go there, and then we need to go there. So we'll definitely be traveling north. That much is certain. Let's report our success to the Twin Lumps and see where they would send me next. Hopefully it's somewhere that is along the way of either Val Isra or Aldredania. Are we fit enough to jump? Oh, hang on, this is Hlalu. So I don't want to jump here just yet. Not entirely sure about the birds. Like seagulls around here, perfect. But these sounded more like, I don't know, birds in a cage, in a zoo or in a jungle, I don't know. Yes, I was telling you that I was looking in depth at what 4NM Overhaul does. The magic has so much to it. It is truly a complete overhaul of magic. So even enchantments, the strength of your enchantment is going to vary on your skill. And there's the formulas, there's so many of them. But there's a lot of things that I really, really like. I think I prefer 4NM magic to 4NM combat. But then again, 4NM combat, I had not completely understood how it works, simply because I was not aware of something you can do in the game. I'll show you. I should be okay. There we go. Waters will, you know, break any phone. Oh, come on. There I am, again, trying to take a shortcut and ending up, well, not getting one. Here we go. So if you remember with this guy, we're using a spear. Therefore, the best way to fight with the spear is to do the thrusting attack. So to do a thrust attack, you have to move forward and then press the attack button. So forward attack. And then with 4NM, depending on the direction you're moving, you get different bonuses to your combat. Specifically, if you're moving forward, you get extra chance, you get extra damage. If you're moving sideways, you get extra dodge. And if you're moving backwards, you get, is it defense? I'm not 200% sure. But anyway, movement is going to give you different bonuses. They're called styles. And I was like, okay, well, so with this guy, anyway, with my weapon, I need to thrust, because it's completely stupid for me to do a slash attack with my weapon, or to be standing and sort of bonking the enemy on the head with my spear. It's not going to kill them, right? And so I felt that these styles were kind of hard to use. The one thing that I have been using is the ninja style, because if you jump and attack, you can do more damage because of the momentum. And I've been trying to use that, though sometimes I jumped a little higher and I tend to slide off the back of mud crabs, but you know, that's just me. And so I was talking with Axe Magister, and I was like, I don't get it, because the direction of my attack is controlled by the weapon that I have. See, for example, do I have another one? I have an axe, there we go. With my axe, I kind of do all the same damage, but chop is better. So with my axe, if I want to do more damage, it's better to be standing, right? Therefore, I thought I couldn't use any style because sure, I would have a bonus to my dodge, but I wouldn't be doing damage, so what's the point? And here's the thing that Axe explained to me. Yes, to have your attack, you press your forward thrust, but you can actually go forward thrust and then still keep moving after you've done your attack. So I can go forward thrust and then move on the side, which would give me that agile style, moving sideways. So it's a whole new layer, frankly, of combat. So I definitely need to get used to that some more. There's an awful lot going on with that overhaul. But as I think about it, in permadeath, we're using the next-gen combat. An example of things floating because of rebirth, flattening the landscape. With next-gen combat, what it does is it says, okay, if you're using a short blade, you have a chance of inflicting critical damage. If you're using an axe, you have a chance of inflicting bleeding damage. And it's based on luck. It's a 0 point something or 2% something. So it's something that just happens, right? So it's not that interesting as knowingly thinking, oh, I'm gonna do a thrust attack, but then I'm gonna dodge to the side. It happens automatically, so it's a little less interesting, I guess. And one other thing that I've come to be a little annoyed is the bleeding damage that goes on when my enemy is already dead. It's a bit weird. Anyway, yes, that. It's good to hear good news like that, Chokesmany Hermit. I've been talking with Imkalaya, and I think we're now in a strong enough position to ask the great houses to take a stand against slavery. Talk to Imkalaya as the sort of things in his area. We're in historic times, Chokesmany Hermit, and you've helped bring us here. Okay, so you want me to go to Imkalaya in Ebonheart? Yes.
Welcome. Please don't be shy.
I'm not shy. You're the one, look, I mean, seriously, is hiding in the flora. Now, who is shy? Let's talk with Bitterblade, I believe that's his name. He tends to have missions for us that are a little more, you know. There we go. Him. Do you have tasks for me? Nothing right now. Talk to Jeroden. Yes. Okay.
3 blessings, Sarah.
Alright, so our task is to go to Ebonheart. I suppose we are in the neighborhood, aren't we? So, Ebonheart, Balisra would be the order of things. I want to use that. And then the damage you do with your spells, or how efficient your spells are, is going to depend on your stamina, your skill. Now this one is restoration, and I think it's based only on restoration, but also whether I actually ready my spells, whether I focus my spell or not. There we go. There's a lot. So it means that there's a lot to absorb and understand in terms of the gameplay mechanics, which is a little daunting. At the same time, it means that things don't just happen because you're lucky, because they happen automatically. They happen because you make them happen. And so that is nice. Okay, I have all the, as I said, I was trying to work out how it works exactly, so I have all the message and the pop-ups. You can disable them in your game, you don't have to have them. But for me, I want to work it out. So we'll keep them for a little bit. There's some disease mud crabs that are fighting me. Because if you want to fight, you know, find me. No, run! Disease mud crab. I don't see them. I'll take care of the cliff racer. Now I killed the enemy too quick, and I can't really tell what's There's the mud crab. Okay, so if I go up, traumatic damage. I managed to do some extra damage. I mean, it could be that I haven't looked carefully in the... And the thing is, this is older now with the 4NM overhaul. It's all in one, and so things have been added, and there's more things in the menus as well. So if I don't say show AI messages... Are these the one with the formula? Because I don't really like the formulas. It's just that... oh. That's a bit dangerous what I'm doing. I'm swimming, I'm getting exhausted. And they are enemies. My spell power was 74. Now with more magicka, my spell power was 78. Now if I ready my spell power is 118. And if I focus my spell... Oops, I lost my focus. Yeah, I did. Focus my spell. Spell power is 152. So the strength of your spell is actually very dynamic, based on your skill, how tired you are at the moment, and whether you're concentrating on casting the spell or you're just doing a quick cast. So that's very neat. Do you want to fight Kaguti? So these messages seem to give me... Let's try only show AI messages. Like, I want to know when I manage to do a critical attack. Because, you know, feels good, right? Yeah, did it. I want to know when I achieved a particular combo. That is some rather epic music right now. Yeah, you see the difference when I concentrate my spell and when I do not. It does make a huge difference. Are you going to fight me, guys? Yes, you are. I'm still getting a lot of things. I'm not quite seeing the difference between those two, to be honest. Okay, Ebonheart, we need to go and talk to Imkalaya. Ebonheart in Rebirth is really quite beautiful. At the same time, my FPS here is like 10. It is 10. That's all I get. So we'll look at our feet, and that's it. Okay, to find the places now. The Hall of Wonders. I don't think I've ever been to the Hall of Wonders. Is it like a museum or something? The guard won't know. It is a museum. Hello, Orvas. You are the caretaker? But you're a noble. Okay. Oh, maybe you're just a visitor. Dwemer Crystal Staff. Book of Dawn and Dusk. Hardly a rare treasure. Oh, you could be the curator. Yes, like this place. What is it? The trade of bookseller. Okay. So I'm not sure. The Hall of Wonder, is it? It's a museum. You are an enchanter. That is actually a rather good way to use this item. This item is in the game, like in the construction set. It's shipped with Morrowind, but it's not been implemented. So that's why there's a number of mods that just add the axe in the game somehow. To put it in a museum is actually a good way of re-implementing that item. Ebony Waxaki, some soul gems and bulls. Okay, so there's a couple of Dwemer items, a couple of artifacts, an enchanter and a bookseller. We are getting, by the way, really quite thirsty and hungry. We're gonna have to deal with that. We still have lots of dirty water. Theoretically, I resist diseases very well. In practice, I know I have caught dysentery quite a few times. Okay. I think this is it, as indicated by the Argonian outside. Alright, Imkalaya. Yes. I have been informed of your contributions to our recent victories and we are grateful. I ask your assistance again to convince House Lalu to take a strong position against slavery. We have already entered into secret negotiation with House Redoran. Crap. I'm on a mission to murder a prominent Redoran noble, possibly councilman. And at the same time, while they're trying to negotiate, they want me to negotiate with House Lalu. It's a bit complicated. Hey Max, welcome back. I need you to secure the support of House Lalu. Speak with Duke Vedam Dren himself on this matter. Okay. Have you? No, I have not. I'll be back. I'll be right back. Okay, well, at least this is in Ebonheart, so we don't have too far to go to do that. And the way to the fort is this way, I think. And I would be thinking wrong. This is not the way I want that. That is the way. Ouch. Ouch. How is your morning treating you, Marks? I'm not sure where you are, actually. Is it morning for you? Same as me. Okay, so good morning. Good morning it is. Ooh. Elderly lady. She's stroking her helmet, that's what she does. Putting the feathers back where they belong. To talk to the Duke... Oh, the stairs here. It's been a while since I've been in Ebonheart. Should be there. Oh, that's new.
This weather is odd.
So Rebirth does touch some of the interiors as well. The Duke's ceremonial cuirass, we're not interested. It's so awkward though that we have to receive, like the Duke receives us in his chamber. I think I'd rather he was the other way around. Like, it's fair to give him a bedroom, but, you know. Do you have business for me? Hlalu business? No, that's fine, that's fine. I need to talk to you about slavery. A year ago, such a thing would have been unthinkable, but the world is changing in front of our faces. Okay. Chokespenny Hermit, there is a surprising amount of support for this idea amongst the people of Vardenfell. The farmers and labourers have been campaigning for this, as have the miners. People in Hlalu and Redoran are talking about the issue. I hear House Redoran is ready to join your cause. I believe Hlalu is ready to take such a stand as well. It will enrage those of my brother's faction, but they do not have the support to stop it. Tell Imkalaya that House Hlalu is ready to press for an end to slavery. Okay, that's it? I've done it. Why don't you send me to kill your brother? Do it now. Do it now. You know? Orvas Dren, your brother. Yeah. Do I have the topic Camonna Tong? I don't. Okay, I got the support of House Hlalu. That was surprisingly easy. He didn't ask me to do anything, prove myself to him. No, wrong way. I mean, the Twin Lamp mod is a great mod, and it's the best mod we have for the Twin Lamps. Hands down. It's also the only one, but it's not just the only one, so there's a lot to it. However, when I compare the quest that we've done at the beginning, you know, they were quite involved. We had to go there, we had to find that. The farmers took a lot of time and running back and forth. And I got a feeling now that it might be just a feeling, but the quests are like, oh yeah, you've done it, okay. Oh, okay, now it's done. I don't know. They feel not as complex, or like not complex at all. Okay, to find... There it is. Okay, I have. The fruit of many years of work blossoms quickly. Yes, indeed, that's exactly what I was saying. House Redoran has also declared their position on this matter as we speak. The quiet war between Redoran and Telvanni has flared into the open. House Telvanni sent a Morrowind Rebirth assassin against Garrus Selethri. This is awkward. This is so awkward. I'm being sent to rescue a Redoran noble and to murder another one. But we'll do it. We'll do it. Somehow he managed to fend off the attack, but several Redoran warriors have set off to assault the slave market in Talaran. Make your way to Talaran as quickly as possible to discover the outcome of this attack and return with your report. Okay, I thought I was going to be asked to defend Garrus Selethri. I don't get that. Is it me or... Yeah, they're complicated, but I don't get that. So, Redoran and Telvanni are fighting. A Morrowind Tongue, the Telvanni sent a Morrowind Tongue to kill Garrus Selethri. And then the Redoran are attacking the market, but not the slaves. Okay. They're attacking the slave markets against the Telvanni, though I'm guessing it's going to be pretty messy for the slaves. Tel Aran slave market. Tel Aran. I know I always get them confused. We have coal, Aldvelothi, Tel Mora. Oh, Tel Aran is this one. Yes. Okay. Wow, that doesn't help me with the logistics of everything. I'm here. I need to go there, and there, and there. So let's be smart about this, shall we? Where is my companion? What did I do with my companions last week? I must have parked them somewhere. Like Ozar would be kind of useful right about now. Okay, now we hear the seagulls, and that makes sense. Let's see where we can go from here.
Welcome, friend.
Tech Wizard. AVP. I'm not sure what the AVP stands for, but thank you so much for the follow and welcome on in. We can go to Vivek, we can go to Tel Branora, we can go to Sadrith Mora. Let's do that. It's a bit of a money, but finally got your stream. Am I so hard to find? I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Welcome on in. We're very tired, very hungry, and very thirsty. Do we have a place in Sadrith Mora where we are welcome, in fact? Mages Guild, I would assume. This is lovely. This is really quite lovely. Hopefully the Mages Guild have a bed for me. If not, I can get a room at the Thieves Guild place. I am not going at Farah's Hall. I mean, Farah herself is an Altmer and she's fine. But I would be worried too many Telvanni might want to kill me in my sleep. For they are cowardly that way.
I suppose I could spare a moment.
It's amazing how many people assume I want to talk to them when I'm just walking by. I was watching your channel like 3 years ago and then I took a break from Morrowind. I returned and say, you're still there. Yes. Yes, I'm still playing Morrowind. It's like... And 3 years ago. Oh my god, that must have been the very beginning of my YouTube channel.
I offer a good trade.
I was streaming on my laptop at the time.
I see I stand in good company.
Yes, yes you do.
I do.
Big Helende, I don't think you had any more jobs for me. Yeah, we're good. Uriel, do you have beds? You do not have beds. Nothing of interest. This is not a place to stay.
Welcome. If you wish to talk, it is really no trouble at all.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the supplies. I will put that to good use. We've changed quite a few things, like in 3 years. Like I remember when I started, it was a basic let's play. Still role-playing though, but still a basic let's play. Now we do... Get those flames. Now we do more challenges.
Clumsy oaf. You've hurt yourself.
Face. Are you role-playing or abusing meta-knowledge? Role-playing all the way. Meta-knowledge... I don't find it fun anymore. I mean, I have been playing the game, and I would go for that sweet piece of glass armor that you know you can get and then make potions and make a fortune out of it. But once you've done that, this is not where I want to go. Once you've done that for a while, it's simply, there's no fun in it. And crap, I won the Mage's Guild. Is that so much to ask? Was it somehow below? I found that I was getting a little bored with it, actually. So try. And so the way that it became more fun for me again was to limit the scope of my character. Say, alright, this character is only going to join the Mage's Guild in House Telvanni. This character is not going to care about the Dwemer at all. This character is going to be against the Empire, that sort of thing. The prey approaches. Hey Nugget, welcome back. And by concentrating on certain aspects of the game, and then making those aspects of the game even better with mods, I find it more fun. So this guy right now, we're an escaped slave. We avoid talking to the Dunmers when we can. We have talked to some. But we will favor Outlander traders, for example. We've been doing Thieves Guild, House Lalu, and Twin Lamps, and that's it. We didn't really care, we don't care for Dwemer. We haven't been really exploring Daedric ruins. We are not collecting books. We are an alchemist, but we've been making potions for ourselves. Also, most of the exploits in the game, they're modded out. Either they're modded out or we just don't use them. In fact, I will do things that I know are not the best thing to do in terms of gameplay just because it fits the character. For example, I have this lovely spear and it's called Torrent and I'm an Argonian. So I like it. If I found a spear that is with better stats, I'm not sure I'll be using it because Torrent fits for an Argonian, that sort of things. I agree, I see you run a lot of gameplay mods too. I even have my own extensive rulebook with realistic house rules implementing things from other PNP system. That's really interesting. What sort of rules have you implemented? Oh, did I not? There we go, better image. Like, I would be very curious to know what sort of rules you have in addition to, like, yeah, I run a lot of gameplay mods that force me to do or not do things, especially in terms of realism. Yeah, I'd be curious. Could you give us some example of the rules? Do you have? Yes, thank you. Like we seriously need to rest. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to sleep too long, but at the same time we're exhausted. Okay. Please, no dysentery. No dysentery. With 4 NM magic, the power of an ingredient, like how much it's going to restore whatever it's supposed to restore, is also based on your alchemy. So if you're an expert in alchemy, eating scuttle is going to restore more fatigue than if you're not. There's really a lot to it. There's a lot to discuss, honestly. It's more than 50 pages for sure. How this guys works and things like that not achievable by mod. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You can PM me on Discord or here on Twitch. I'll see it, I think. Would be really happy to discuss those. Typically what happens for me is we play and we think of a rule. And then I'll go, oh, I'm sure somebody can make a mod. And I would talk to Murlord, typically, like first to Murlord, and then to other modders and say, guys, is that possible, and somebody is gonna make it happen, which is really good. Like in the last 3 years, the things that we can do with Lua is just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Right. We're still a little peckish, so let's have some more.
These Dunmer are useless.
And now we go to Talaran. I just need to find a way out. Which I believe is... Oh, no, 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 I'm going too far. This is not gonna be it. Further? No, higher? Wolverine Hall. Mages Guild. Then we have Fighters Guild and the exit. Got it. See, that lighthouse is very pretty.
You will address me.
And we'll be lazy. I mean, yes, we will be lazy. Especially since we don't have our companions in tow, we can take the boat without ruining ourselves. Right, let's remove the messages for magic as well. Let's try that. Show effect message. My guess is, I mean, I don't really use spells a lot, but if I use a fire spell, it does the fire damage, and then based on my skill, my fatigue, and my target's resistances, it's going to apply a secondary effect. For fire, it's burning, so it's extra damage that lasts for a while after the spell. And I'm guessing that the messages that I have left would be the ones. You are running Rebirth. It must have updated a lot since the last time I played. I hope they've stopped with those unnecessary gameplay restrictions like banning certain spells. No. This is Rebirth 5 point something, I believe. It has been updated since I started this playthrough, but I don't want to change mid-game. For me, Rebirth still is a mixed bag. The cities are really nicely done. I particularly love the poorer quarters of Balmora with those terraces. I really think it's a lovely design. Ebonheart is interesting, but my FPS is just too bad in there because I have too many things going on. There are things that really anger me. Gameplay changes that are meant to make the game more balanced, but I don't think that's the way to go about it. So we've already talked about that. There's how Creeper only has half of the money,
under sun and sky,
which reducing the amount of money that Creeper has. I don't even use Creeper unless I have things to sell and I'm in Caldera, but otherwise I just go to regular traders. Because role-playing wise, not every character is gonna want to deal with a scamp. As simple as that. Oh, you're kidding me. You won't tell me, you won't take me there. But what it does by reducing the amount of money is that you're still going, if you like to use Creeper as an exploit, you are still, come on, go. You're still going to use Creeper, but it's going to take you more time, so it's less fun. Reducing what people can buy and sell in Balmora, like you have to visit absolutely every trader to sell everything you have. And it's just not fun. And there was something else last time that was changed, and then I was... Oh, the talking mud crab. The talking mud crab only buys booze and miscellaneous items. Have I been here already? It looks like I may have, because I think there should be Outlanders attacking me here. Yes, I've been here, clearly. Living Cities of Vardenfell. I don't think anyone is working on Living Cities of Vardenfell. No, which is a shame. I'm sure with Lua something could be done. There's been a couple of mods. I mean, there are a couple of mods that sort of achieve something similar. There's of course Grumpy's old NPC schedule that simply disable vanilla NPCs at night in the cities. That's the one I'm using. Simple. There is a Lua NPC scheduling mod that is out there. It's a start, but it still needs work. Like it disables every NPC at night, including NPCs outdoors, including companions and followers. So there is, you should be able to blacklist some mods and some NPCs, but the blacklist is not working for me. It's not working for other people. It probably depends on the setup, but for me it's not working. So Grumpy's NPC schedule is still the best. It's not as good as Living Cities of Vardenfell. Hopefully one day somebody will take, because the beauty with the Living Cities of Vardenfell is that NPCs actually have a schedule. They go to this place for lunch, they go to that place to sleep, but it's so heavily scripted. Okay, so this is Delaran. Let's be serious for a second. The Redoran have launched an attack here.
You are a kind
And
generous.
Null Cascade, thank you so much for the resub, Null. Really appreciate it. We need to see what's happened there. Easy, you're saying definitely a must-have change if you don't have barter mechanic. I do agree that bartering definitely needs to be reworked. I don't think the way that Rebirth does it is the way to go. Let's see. Let's play card, shall we? I'll be with you now. Okay, fine. Anyone who is a sub or a VIP or has 200 septims can play the card game, so go for it. Go for it. Being outside at night is illegal as per the Scheduling Act of 427. That explains it now. That explains it. Now I get it. Now I get it. There's a lot of music in my ears now. Alright. Slave market has been or is being attacked. We'll have to be ready for that. That being said, Morrowind Rebirth is modular, so you can have all the city and landscape changes and not have all the gameplay changes. This is dirty. So if you like the look of Rebirth, you can have the look of Rebirth without most of the gameplay changes. But I decided to, because Rebirth, like Trent has a global vision of what the game should be, so I feel that not playing the whole thing is not going to give me a good idea of what it is like. But mostly I prefer to play without Rebirth. The good thing about Rebirth is it forces me to limit the number of mods I'm running, so that is a good thing. Here we go. Easy, congrats. You did it. You did it. Okay. Hello. Do you know anything about a Redoran attack? That is not... It's a lovely robe. Nothing about an attack. I don't need to recruit miners. I believe I have them. I was expecting to find the place a little more, you know. Hello, God. Anything about people having attacked? My past is none of your concern. Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, he hates me. Maybe not the best person to get some information from. Yeah, I need to check those places out. I wish someone can improve alarm and fight system and restore what devs planned originally, like minor offenses don't cause instant attack from NPC pickpocketing. We do have, there is a good mod that changes that. You want to look for the law is sacred, where essentially the guards are not going to try and kill you immediately. They will try to arrest you, and then if you couple that with a mod, go to jail. It's an older one, but essentially you actually go to jail and you serve your time, or you can be sent to the mine to work and pay your debt to society. So that's we do have some mods that make that a little better. I think the law is sacred and go to jail together work quite well. And then there is a couple more that changes how the guards, for example, with, is it Dragon Door that does that? Not sure. With Svang Engineer's Pursuit Revisited, the guards, like if you commit a crime, the guards are actually coming through the doors to arrest you. So that makes the game a lot more difficult. Then there's another one where, you know, you can have a bounty, and unless your bounty is 10k where they attack you on sight, you can have a bounty and walk past the guards and they just don't care about you. It's only if you go and talk to them, they're going to say, hey, you're a wanted criminal. But if you're a wanted criminal, you're not going to go and talk to them. What is the name of that mod that changes that? Basically, the guards are going to force dialogue with you if you get close to them. So even if you don't talk to them, they'll try and arrest you. Absoluwer might actually be able to do it all. I do believe, yes, it can. Like we've already had so many things that alter crime and punishment. It's just a matter of defining the rules and applying them, I think. And taking the time to do it all, obviously. Okay, I want to go to the slave market part. Or the underground. I think the underground was where they had all the slaves. Who are you? You discuss business with select patrons, so no. You would be the bodyguard. Okay, that is the slave place. Well, this one was not freed. That is for the main quest. That is the slaves you have available. I'm not sure. Fighting has broken out between House Telvanni and House Redoran over the issue of slavery. Jaredon wants me to investigate a raid on Telaran slave market. Things are looking pretty fine. Really, all the slaves are still there. The woman selling the slaves is still here. The guy guarding the slaves is still here, and the slaves are still here too. It's a bit something funny with the eyes.
Do you seek an audience with me? Well, I'm listening. What is this about?
Yeah, shush, everybody. I'm a little confused there. Insta arrest, that's the one. There are a lot of older mods. Where are you going to find the new mods? The new mods are on the Nexus, and then you want to go to the Morrowind modding history. Essentially, once upon a time there was Elric. Elric disappeared and all the mods were moved to Planet Elder Scrolls, and then Planet Elder Scrolls disappeared and all the mods were moved to Morrowind modding history. So that's where you'll find all the mods ever made and ever published, really.